I feel like at this point, I need to just make a playlist of me fixing my subscribers' builds because every time I turn around, there is yet another one that I have to furnish. So this house belongs to Lady Oaks, one of my subscribers, and she redeemed channel points on my Twitch channel for me to basically fix her sim build. If you don't know, there's like this thing I have on Twitch where if you redeem a certain number of points, I'll fix one of your sim builds. I can do it on a live stream or video or whatever. So Lady says she didn't mind if I did it for a video, so I'm just gonna fix it today. I've done this 2 other times very recently, so if you want to see those other attempts, I think I am gonna make a playlist so you can see everything in one go. But this is Lady's house, and she's been using it for her leprosy challenge that she's been streaming over on Twitch. So I'll leave a link to her channel link down below. Please follow her, send her some love. So I believe this is the monotone house from the base game, but she just went in and edited it, made it look a lot better, I would say. I really like it. Like, I don't dislike it. The roofing is cute. Like, there's not a lot I have to do for the outside, really. The only thing I think that really needs some work is the inside, and primarily it's just the floor plan, really. I think that overall it's okay. Like, it's pretty good. Like, it's not like a bad floor plan, but I think it could be a little bit better. So Lady's sim Misty lives here with her 5 children. So there's like 6 sims that live in this house. That is a lot of sims for a house like this. So I think we might need to like rearrange the floor plan, maybe make it a little bit better, maybe like utilize some of this extra space we have in the middle. We're gonna just try to make this look a lot better. So at first, Lady was saying that she only used the base game, but she later went back and messaged me that she's going to use World Adventures, Supernatural, and I believe some stuff packs as well. So I'm going to try my best to make this house look really nice. I'm not going to use every pack, obviously, but I'm going to try my best to make this house look a lot nicer. And also, I don't know if we have a budget. So this house right now is 24,000 simoleons, and I don't really know what her budget is. So I don't want to make this super expensive if I can help it, you know, and luckily for us, we already have a lot of stuff here anyway that we can just reuse, you know, the chess table, the stereo, maybe not this TV, we might get rid of that, but we have some things that we can use, so if we need to, we can. I was really just looking at this for a while, trying to figure out like what's the best way to go about it, and I think we need to start here. I think it's this room. I believe this is probably Misty's room. Nothing is wrong with it, but I think I'm gonna have a hallway be here, because like you see how we have this extra room here, we have like some rooms here. I think like we could probably start here. Also, I think what I'm going to do too, we're going to maybe make this room a little bit bigger. Maybe like make it come out, maybe a extra tile this way, because I feel like this room could benefit from being a little bit bigger. I don't really know any of Lady's sims that well, so I don't know like what room is supposed to be for which sim, so I'm just gonna make them look decent. And Lady, if you need to, and like, hey CJ, this is cute, but I need this room to be for this sim, feel free to change it. I don't really care. With that being said, I think the first thing we're gonna do is just get rid of this wall right here. We'll probably get rid of this bathroom as well. I don't know. We might have an ensuite. I'm not too for sure. We're just gonna get rid of it for now. And I think I'm gonna also maybe get rid of this wall right here. We're gonna redraw it out. So I think the first thing we can do is probably just draw a wall maybe here, or honestly maybe right here. We're gonna probably have to change this a little bit, so we're just gonna draw a wall, and then right underneath it I'm gonna draw another wall, and this is because I want to have a hallway, and then we'll have an archway. I think I'm just gonna use this one from the base game, and then this way we could get like some doors. We'll get rid of a door here, and we'll probably move it this way. But I think I want this wing of the house to be like an entryway to Misty's room. We'll have like a kid's room this way, a bathroom, and then we can like, you know, move the table more this way. Okay, I want to go for a different floor in here. I'm just gonna use this one. It's also a free one from the base game, but I just edited it a little bit. All right, y'all, so I have been looking at this for the longest time, and I think what I'm gonna do is instead of having Misty's room be here, I think I'm gonna have 2 of the teenagers share this room, 2 can share this room, and then this one can have their own room. And then I think that'll make sense because like I feel like Misty's the mom, she needs like a bigger room anyway. Again, I don't really know who's who, but I would assume maybe like the older kids maybe are this way, or honestly maybe like the older kid could be here because like they have their own ensuite. Because like what I was thinking to do, I know this room is kind of small, I might have to like make it a little bit bigger. I might do that, but I was thinking what I could do though is we'll have like 2 of the kids share this room here. They have an ensuite bathroom that kind of wraps around back to the hallway. So yeah, maybe like they could share a room. They have an ensuite, it wraps around this way, and then we'll have like these 2 have a room over here in the middle. Maybe there's like one here. I can imagine this one being like a nursery or something, you know. There's another bathroom this way, so I guess it'll be a 1 2 3 4 bedroom 2 bathroom home, I guess. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I may change it, but I think that's how I want it to be as of now. What I'm going to do real quick, we're going to go ahead and get some by debug lights because I just like to use these because These just make the rooms brighter and they're free. So I think I'm gonna go for like one of these border wallpapers here, and then like, you know, if you want to, lady, you can always go back and like fix it, change it, rearrange it, whatever. Maybe we can kind of start for something kind of like this for now. Okay, I'm just gonna make the floor a little bit darker in here, and this is just so it can match a little bit more with the wallpaper, you know. I feel like we should start in the living room. Let's start in the living room, then we'll go to the kitchen, because, you know, we got to figure out what's going on over here. So I think I'm gonna still use these windows. These are like some pretty good ones anyway. These are from base game. What I may end up doing is I might get like 2 or like 4 like that. I don't know where I want this to go. It could just go right here for right now. We'll have to figure this out. I think the first thing I want to do is we'll try to get a couple couches. I'm gonna move a lot of the toys and stuff just over, so I don't really know if she'll need these anymore, seeing as how she has teenagers, but we'll keep some just in case. We may have to just bring back some stuff. Again, I don't really know what Lady's budget is, so I don't really know, like, you know, what she needs or what she doesn't need. So some of this stuff I'll just keep, or we'll swap out for a different version of it. Now, I know that I do want to get rid of these chairs. We're not going to use those. I'm going to use the couch from World Adventures. I really like this couch anyway, and it does kind of blend in with the wallpaper, so we're going to definitely use it. I think I want to have it be here. There's really no matching chair that comes with it. We could always substitute it with something from base game, you know, so maybe a couple of these chairs. I do want to make sure to get a rug, so maybe we can use this one. This one kind of fills in a lot of space. And then we'll get a TV, which I guess we'll probably use this TV. That's like probably my favorite one in the game. And then for a lot of these lights, we're going to get rid of them because we don't really need them. Do you think I should use these fancy chandeliers? Like, I don't know, these might be doing a little bit too much, but we could use them definitely. I'm pretty sure that we don't have a wall light that kind of matches with it, so maybe we can use some of these. These kind of have a similar vibe. I guess we could get some stripes for the couch just to kind of make it stand out a little bit. And you know what? Do you think I should put stripes on the chairs also, so they can look a little bit more interesting? You know what, y'all? I think I'm going to use this coffee table from the World Adventures pack. I never use this one for anything. I do wish, however, that you could change the color of the orange ring around it. You can't really change it, unfortunately, so maybe we could get something kind of orangey to kind of like help bring some color back. Oh, we'll get some plants also. We have these big ones from World Adventures, but I don't know. Should I use one of these? Maybe we can get a smaller one to go by the door. Maybe like one like this, or we could kind of put it maybe facing this way for right now. Maybe something that's a little bit bigger than that. I know we have this one from base game, so maybe I'll just use that by the front door. I also put up a couple curtains and blinds in here just to have something extra on the wall. I feel like it can kind of help bring things in together. Oh, you know what, y'all? Hold on. We can maybe bring some of that orange back in, you know, so it can kind of match with the coffee table. I think this is looking so good so far. I'm really liking it. Okay, so as for the computer desk, we're gonna just keep it. I was gonna swap this out for a different one, but we're gonna keep it just so I don't make this house super expensive for no reason. Why don't we just go ahead and go over to the kitchen section for a second? We're gonna keep the same table also. I'm just gonna slightly recolor it some. Actually, I kind of want to get like a different wood on it. Maybe like a wood like this. I'm gonna also put this little rug underneath the table. Maybe we could put like a little plant on the table or something just to kind of have something there. So for the kitchen, I do like this tile, but I'm gonna get something different. So what it is underneath is actually hardwood floor. It's not really tile, but I think I want to actually like try to splurge for a little bit of tile today. Okay, just a little bit of nice tile. I think it could kind of go a long way, actually. We could kind of go for maybe this one, and we just kind of change the color up a little bit. I think I'm going to make the brown a little darker, and then for this, we'll make it a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to use this wallpaper here because it has the tile at the very top of it. The only thing I might want to do to it is just make it a little bit darker. I just realized that there's burnt mac and cheese right here. Yeah, we're not going to be needing that. We're going to just delete it, okay? We don't need that anymore. We could put the stove here. So sometimes what I like to do is I'll have the fridge be at the very end. So we'll like move everything down. We could have the fridge be here. I don't know if we really need this extra countertop. We could use it, but like we could always get rid of it also. Maybe I'll get rid of that. And then maybe what I'll do is we'll move this fire alarm over. I'll try to get some upper cabinets also. I don't know if this is going over the budget a little bit too much or not, but I'll try to get some upper cabinets in here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and recolor the countertops. I feel like I should delete this one and get a new one on. You know what? I got you, lady. We'll get rid of this one and we'll get a new one that's clean. All right, so for the inside, we'll just get like some appliances. We'll get like a microwave. We could get a coffee machine. Honestly, we could kind of get rid of the sink. Maybe we could just have one sink, you know? Oh, we do need a trash can. I'm just gonna use this one from base game. We could use a small one, maybe like underneath the stove like that. And then maybe like some paper towels or something just for some clutter. Let me ask y'all something. Is it extra if I were to have a china cabinet over here? Maybe. I do like it, but I don't know if we really need it here. I'll keep it, but like, I don't know. That might be doing a little bit too much. But okay. But I think on that note, the kitchen can also be done. Why don't we move on to, I guess, like this part of the house? So we'll go over here to the bathroom first. When it comes to this bathroom, y'all, I think I want to get some different tile. I think I want to use like an all white tile for here. And we'll probably use like the same tile in the other bathroom just so everything can kind of match. But I think I'm going to start maybe with a tile like this. And then as for the wallpaper, do you think we should go for something kind of similar to the kitchen, or I guess like maybe one of these just so it can look a little interesting? I guess we'll get a shower tub combo in here, and I guess we'll get rid of this sink. We'll keep the same toilet. We'll get one of these sinks, maybe like 2 of them. I guess we'll put the toilet there, and then we'll get a shower tub combo. We're gonna have to use this one probably. And I guess we could still use this light in here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna also take this mirror away. We could get one like this, or we could just use this one and maybe have it on the side of the house. But also, I think this might be one of those cases where we get 2 sinks in here and we just kind of put this in the middle, you know? Honestly, we could probably get like a different one altogether. I'm just gonna get a nicer mirror, maybe like this one from the base game. I guess we could just get a plant just to put something in the corner, but I guess the bathroom can also be done. So why don't we move on to this room here? So you know what? I'm going to probably get some more of these blinds. Okay, so this is a teen's room. It looks like it has like some planets or something on the wallpaper. So let's see. And it seems like it's a blue color scheme. Again, I don't really know these Sims all too well, but I guess we could kind of work with this wallpaper. I think this is like a custom content wallpaper. Okay, and then as for the carpet, it appears to be a blue color. So I'll get a different carpet, but we'll just make it blue. Maybe what I'll do, instead of using this bed, I'll get one that's a little bit bigger. I could kind of see like the oldest child being in this bedroom, so maybe I can give them like a nice big bed. We could put it off to the side. I'll make sure we get a matching end table, and then I guess like a dresser or something here. We could use a small one. Maybe have a mirror to go above it. I wish I could use store content because a little planet mirror would be so nice. But I guess we'll use like a little small one like this. That's pretty cool. Yo, we have this sun wall decal. You think I could put a couple of those in here too? Maybe like a little rug right here could kind of be nice, you know? Now, I do want to go in and change the color of everything, so don't worry. For one, we're going to change the color of these curtains in here. I think I want to go for a star, or like a starry kind of pattern for the curtains. Oh, and you know what? I guess we could also have like the same pattern on the bed sheet. We'll just get like the big stars like this. Okay, y'all, so I think we're done with this room as well. I did go in and recolor those suns a little bit, so I think we're done with everything for here. I guess we'll go ahead and tackle this room. So this is going to be one of the rooms where they have to share. I think I'm going to use some of this wallpaper that's already here because I quite like it. I may want to change the top of it from pink to brown, but I'm not sure yet. Let's just see how it would look if it was brown. Actually, maybe I could do like the top part being brown and then like the middle part can be pink. We could get some carpet in here too. So I want to get a dresser, and I think I'm going to put it right here. I would have loved to use the one from Generations because it's not that big, but we don't have access to it. So do you think I could use a different one? Maybe this one because it has like the flowers on it, and you know, it kind of looks similar in a way to the wallpaper. I would also love to use a nightstand, but I don't know if we need 2 beside each other like that. So maybe what I can do is just put one in the middle of the room where they can both share it. I'll put a nice rug between them, and I guess we'll get like some artwork just to kind of fill in some space. Oh, you know what? We could always use this one. This one has like flowers, you know, it's like a barn or a house with flowers. That could kind of work. We do have this one with a sim on it. It's like a fairy. I mean, I guess that could kind of work. I was kind of thinking about giving them a lofted bunk bed, but I don't know if that's right or not. Maybe we could just do like a normal bunk bed, have it be on this side, or I guess maybe this side of the room, and then like maybe give them a desk or something over here. That way they'll have something to do in their room. We'll probably just use one from the base game. We can give them a nice chair and then maybe like a computer or like a laptop or something in here. And then I guess to just kind of finish off the room, I'll just give them like a little chair in the corner. All right, y'all. And I think on that note, that can be everything for this room as well. Oh, and you know what? Hold on, y'all. I almost forgot to get a mirror in here. I guess I could just use this one again. Why not? Okay, but I think on that note, that's everything for this room. So we can go ahead and move on to, I guess we could go to Misty's room next. Why not? Oh, y'all, hold on. I'm kind of inspired by this bed sheet. Do you think we could kind of go for something kind of purpley? Maybe that could kind of work better. All right, so when it comes to the end table, do we have any fancy ones with World Adventures? We do, but these aren't really the vibe. And what about supernatural? Do we have any nice fancy ones? We have these. I don't really think that's the vibe either. What about this one? That's not really the vibe either, I fear. Okay, maybe just like one from the base game, like this one could kind of work. But I want to give her like a nice dresser. Oh, we do have this fancy one from Supernatural. Maybe like a nice vanity could go right here. All right, so I'm thinking that we could maybe get a couch or something just to fill in some space. I know we have this really fancy one. I mean, you think I should use that in here? Or we could just go for like a couch. Maybe, you know what? We'll use the fancy couch, because why not? And you know what? Is there like a matching bed? Hold on, y'all. We might need to swap this bed out. Hold on. Because we could use this one. I mean, I feel like this is very fancy for no reason, but like we could use it. You know what I'm saying? I could always have the bed be rotated this way. Maybe this would be a little bit better. Maybe instead of having butterflies, we could have like some ivy. Oh, y'all, you think I can get a nice chair in here too, just to kind of have one? I'd imagine that maybe like she pulls this up to the vanity just to use it. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Okay, and then I want to get like some art or something right here on the wall. I don't really have that many packs to play around with, so maybe like another one of these. We could just have one in this room, you know? And then I guess to just finish off the room, we'll put a nice fancy lamp in the corner, and we'll kind of make this purple. Again, I don't really know where I got the purple color scheme from. It just kind of came to me. Hopefully you like it, lady. If you don't, you can always like change it, you know? But I think this room could be done, and we only have 2 more rooms to go. So why don't we tackle this one? I believe this is like maybe the boys' room. I could be wrong about that. I'm not for sure, but maybe this is the boys' room. This room also had a blue carpet, so I think we're gonna maybe switch it up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We might just get like a different carpet altogether. You know what? I'm gonna give the boys the stereo, and I'm gonna give Misty back her chair. I kind of forgot I put it in the backyard. So real quick, we'll just make this purple. We could always change the wallpaper to have stripes on it, and then maybe for like the floor, we can make it a color like this. That way it just stands out a little bit more, and it's not so much blue on blue, and it looks different from like this other room over here, you know? So I'm gonna go back to the beds though. I am going to maybe just try to give the bed some personality. So we'll copy this over here to this bed. I guess the other bed sheet can kind of look like this. Okay, I was thinking that we could put the stereo in the middle. Oh yeah, we do have this guitar. I'll put the guitar back in the room, and I'll just recolor this a little bit. I'll give them some nice pictures like, you know, a car. We could also do maybe like the rock star, or maybe like this one because it's a little bit bigger. I realized that they don't have a dresser in here, so I'll give them one. And then maybe a mirror. Where can I put the mirror at? Do we have like any standing mirrors that could go in here? Maybe if I put one in the corner here, or maybe like, well, I guess technically they don't really need one because there is one in the bathroom, so maybe they don't need a mirror in here. They could just go to the bathroom to use it. Y'all, we could put the little splat rug in here. I haven't used this in this house yet, so we'll definitely put that in here somewhere. And I guess to finish off their room, I'll just give them a little chair just so they can have like a little place to sit. We'll move on to the bathroom, and honestly, y'all, the bathroom is about done. I am just going to go in and just change the sink. I'm just going to use the same one from over here. This bathroom is going to look very similar, and I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 of these sinks in here, and we're going to recolor this a little bit. Okay, and I think on that note, y'all, that's everything for that bathroom and everything for the entire house. So before we go, I don't really know if lady wants me to do landscaping or not, so I'm just gonna do some slight landscaping, and then lady, if you want to like change it or delete it, feel free to. I am just going to go into the base game, maybe get a couple of these kind of trees, or I think there's some that's a little bit smaller. These, I think I'm just gonna get a couple of these and just kind of place it in the yard. I could also get a fence in the front. I'm just gonna use maybe the white picket fence from the base game. Honestly, like this one, and we can just kind of like have it come here. Maybe we could put the sprinkler over here in the back, and we'll get maybe like a big tree, maybe like a tree like this. Yeah, we can get like one of these and maybe just get one closer there, and like maybe just one back there, just to kind of fill in some space, you know? And I could try to put in one of these nice shrubs by the house, and we'll get like another one, maybe put it like right here. I don't really want to get a whole lot because again, I don't really know, lady, if you're on a budget or not. I feel like low-key over the budget because we're at 68,000 simoleons right now. Sorry if I'm over budget, lady, but I just wanted this house to look really nice, you know? Whatever you don't really need, you can always get rid of. Oh yeah, we do have this telescope. You know, I'll keep the telescope. I'll put this like in the backyard, maybe facing this way. I would also like to have a little patio back here, so I'm just gonna map out a little section, maybe just a small little area like this. Right, I want to go in real quick, y'all, and get some terrain paint back here. I'm gonna have to probably fix this a little bit, but I want to get some terrain paint because I want to have like a little section where your Sims can grill. Okay, so then for back here, I'll just get a little grill. We'll get a picnic table. Maybe like just this one from base game. And then I guess we'll get like a small table, like a little outdoor table right here. This way your Sims can grill outside and you'll have like something to do back here, you know? All right, y'all. So on that note, that's pretty much everything for the entire house. So I'll show you what it looks like before we go. So when you first come in, we have a nice living room. We have a chess table, computer desk, TV. I kept the dollhouse just in case you might need it for like a baby or something in the future. I kept the art easel in here as well. Going over this way, we have our nice kitchen area. We have a bathroom. We have two of our teens' rooms over this way. This one is more like planetary, celestial themed. This one is kind of like plant themed, I would say. Going over this way, we have Misty's room. This one is more like a purple ivy, regal, fancy kind of room. Over this way, we have a boys' room. There's a stereo, a guitar. It's very blue and gray in here. And then they have an ensuite bathroom that wraps around to the living room. So this bathroom is kind of just like blue, honestly. And then out in the back of the house, I didn't really know what to put. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit over the budget, so I didn't really put too much out here in the backyard. So we have a picnic table, we have a grill, and a little table out here as well. I also kept the telescope as well and the water sprinkler, so there's some things to do in the backyard, you know? But on that note, that's pretty much everything for the entire video. So if you want to download this house, I'm going to leave a link down below. I had a lot of fun furnishing this one. Hopefully you like it, lady. I really hope so. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!